So here's my story. About 20 years ago is when I started having issues with incontinence, I guess is probably the right way to describe it. And then it was after I had my daughter around 8 years ago or 7.5 years ago that it became more of an issue for me, where I wasn't even able to dance without going through 12 pairs of underwear, or in the case of my sister's wedding, 15 pairs of underwear. I couldn't jump rope with my daughter, who, when you have a 7-year-old, obviously that's a requirement. I couldn't do jumping jacks or anything at the gym without having to take multiple breaks to use the restroom. So clearly the issue became more and more pronounced, throughout the years. And I thought I was relatively young to be dealing with issues like that. At the time that I went in to see the doctor for the first time, I was 35. And again, I had had that issue literally since the time I was 15. I remember doing cheerleading practices back when and having issues back then. So it really does date back that far. So I had talked to a few of my friends throughout the course of the last few years, and they had all had what I heard was this sling procedure. So I really didn't know any of the details around it, and I went to go see a urologist near my house, and he was suggesting that I go to some sort of physical therapy. And candidly, I don't have time to make it to the gym, let alone physical therapy for an issue that I had been battling for 20 years. So I went to my general practitioner, and he had suggested I go see Dr. Nortz II, that he was wonderful, had wonderful bedside manner, and this was really his specialty, was this whole sling procedure. So I went to go see Dr. Nortz II, and it took about 2 weeks to get in to see him. We had a consultation. He, clearly diagnosed that I had an issue and needed to move forward with the sling procedure. Within a month, I had the procedure. It was the single best thing I ever did. My only regret was that I didn't do it 20 years ago, or, minimally 7.5 years ago after I had my daughter. My whole life has been changed. I can actually work out without having an issue, without peeing myself. I can dance and jump rope and all the rest. So it's been really an amazing experience, and my suggestion would be, if you are encountering any sort of issue like this, do not wait. Pick up the phone immediately and call Dr. Mortzino. He was absolutely wonderful.